Hey guys, Alvo Stockman here with a tip for you when you're choosing a new magic trick. This can be whether you're going to buy a trick or learn a trick out of a book you already have, or whether or not to take it from just knowing a trick to really working hard to perfect it. You have to decide whether it's worth it. And hopefully this little tip, a little principle that I use when I'm choosing a trick will help guide you, right? And so here it is. When you're doing a trick, the audience should not immediately suspect the method you're actually using. So let me explain this. If you're doing a trick and the method that you use is the first method that somebody would suspect you're using, it's not a good method, right? So I know this sounds kind of silly and maybe a little obvious, but there's tricks out there where if you see them, you say, okay, well, the only thing it could be is this, and it is that. I mean, it might fool people, but you have to run because you're being chased, right? So there's this expression magicians use a lot: don't run if you're not being chased. Well, in this case, it's like you have to run because you know you're going to be chased because it's the first thing that people are going to think of when you do the trick. It's kind of like why rob a bank that's next to a police station when you can rob a bank across town? There's just no need. So if you're going to take the time to perfect a trick, it's going to take you weeks or months or years of practice to perfect something. Um, we don't have unlimited time on this planet, so you want to choose tricks that are worth it and that are good at their core. And so this is a guiding principle that I use. I thought maybe you'd get some some ideas or some help by thinking about it. Leave a comment because I'm sure you have some examples of times when this was the case. I don't want to name specific tricks, but this is a guiding principle that I use to kind of narrow down the field of things. And so basically, another way to put this before I go is if you do a trick and the audience, their first instinct is to suspect your actual method. Then you go into a hiding mode where you have to kind of hide or lie or zig and zag. When for me, the real beauty of a good magic trick is that you're virtually on another planet on how you did this trick than what they would suspect. And we can certainly get into more examples, in another time. But leave a comment or a question because this is a simple but really interesting thing to think about. And I would actually really like to talk more about this. So hope to talk to you soon. All right.